Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Golden Bachelorette fans predict Joan Vassos ends up alone. Joan Vassos is just a few weeks away from handing out her last rose. But Golden Bachelorette fans predict she ends up alone. Keep reading to find out why. Golden Bachelorette fan predict Joan Vassos ends up alone. Joan Vassos started her Golden Bachelorette journey with 24 suitors. There are now only 4 men left, Chalk, Guy, Jordan, and Pascal. Who will Joan offer her final rose to? Fans are divided. But one Bachelor Nation fan doesn't think anyone gets the final rose, and Joan ends up alone. They explained their reasoning in a Reddit thread. I feel like Joan contradicts everything she says by her actions. She keeps getting rid of the guys that have everything she says she wants. I predict she's already sent the one home. And whoever she ends up picking in the end is not going to be the long love story she wants, they wrote. Others agree. Joan Vassos previously said that she would be totally fine if her season doesn't end in an engagement. Many Bachelor Nation fans agreed with the Reddit OP about Joan ending up alone. Check out some of the comments. I kinda don't care anymore. She's pretty basic, and she let all the interesting guys go. She will pick someone, but they won't last. No one is going to uproot their family, and she isn't going to move or quit working. Even though her and Mark didn't have much chemistry, I really had hoped something would grow, because he seemed like such a great guy. After that rose ceremony, I definitely think she's definitely gonna end up alone. She literally self-sabotaged herself. Not sure why Joan is doing this show. She's still in grieving process. For the most part, these guys are looking for a real relationship. Seems unfair to them for her to be there while she's still in so much pain. Anyone think she's gold digging a tad or just me? I mean, she keeps the mega rich Pascal and the ER doctor guy. Chalk seems pretty well off too. Vic seems like she wants someone with coin. She said in an interview she's looking for more of a long distance, vacation together a few times a year type of relationship from this. She may not want a solid day-to-day commitment, but more of a casual, enjoy life and have fun thing. Chalk isn't right for her. Chalk Chapel is clearly on the show to win Joan Vassos' affection. But some fans were turned off by his behavior on the recent bowling date. He hovered over Joan and seemed upset when she talked to any of the other men. Several Bachelor Nation fans on the Reddit thread specifically called out why Chalk isn't right for Joan. I cannot stand Chalk. From the moment he said he left his dying mother at home to be on a reality show, I lost all respect for the dude. I could never leave my mom. Neither could my husband. I asked his opinion too. To go on a flipping reality TV show. Then she actually passed while he was gone. Sickening. Didn't like him from the jump. Get a bad vibe from Chalk. That guy is very possessive of her. Always putting his arm around the seat sitting next to her. Looking a bit **** at off when she's with those other guys. Big red flag. Chalk just wants to possess her and for her to pick him. His very first maneuver of trying to best her chicken soup recipe with his chicken soup, and then have her make a live comment on it. Right then and there was the biggest flag that ever flagged. So misogynistic and dominating you. Fans of the Golden Bachelorette have been buzzing with anticipation as they watch the season unfold. And one name that has consistently generated both admiration and curiosity is Joan Vassos. Joan, with her graceful elegance and quick wit, immediately captured the hearts of viewers when she made her debut on the show. Her story of finding love later in life after facing her share of heartache resonated deeply with the audience. Yet, as the season progresses, many fans are beginning to predict that Joan may end up walking away from the experience without a partner. While it may seem surprising, the prediction that Joan Vassos will end up alone is not without reason. From the very first episode, Joan presented herself as a strong, independent woman who has already built a life full of joy, friendship, and personal accomplishments. Her presence on Asterisk, the Golden Bachelorette Asterisk, was less about filling a void and more about exploring whether there was room for love in her already fulfilled life. That sense of contentment is something many viewers admire, but it also leads some to believe that Joan may not feel the need to compromise when it comes to choosing a romantic partner. One of the first indicators that Joan might end up without a final rose came early in the season when she admitted to being cautious about falling in love again. Having experienced the highs and lows of relationships before, she made it clear that she wasn't willing to settle. In contrast to some of the other women on the show, who are eager to find companionship as soon as possible, Joan has taken a more measured approach. She's been open about her desire for a deep, meaningful connection, rather than just companionship for the sake of not being alone. This thoughtful, discerning attitude has made her a standout on the show, but has also led some fans to believe that she might ultimately decide none of the men is the right fit for her. The tension between Joan's independence and the structure of a reality dating show like Asterisk, the Golden Bachelorette Asterisk, is something fans have debated online. Reality TV, after all, is built on creating quick connections and dramatic moments. But Joan's approach has been far more understated. She hasn't gotten caught up in the petty drama that sometimes plagues dating shows, nor has she been overly competitive in her pursuit of the eligible bachelors. Instead, she's focused on getting to know the men in a genuine, thoughtful way, leading some fans to speculate that she may not be cut out for the rushed nature of reality TV love. A significant moment that added fuel to the speculation was Joan's reaction during one of the pivotal rose ceremonies. As the camera panned to the contestants, most of the women looked visibly anxious, but Joan seemed unusually calm and composed. It was as if she had already made peace with whatever the outcome would be. That calmness, while admirable, led fans to wonder if she was already emotionally distancing herself from the process. Rather than desperately vying for a rose, Joan seemed to be observing the proceedings with a sense of detachment, which only added to the theory that she might be more inclined to walk away from the show solo. Further adding to this theory is Joan's undeniable chemistry with the other women. While many of her fellow contestants have been laser-focused on finding love, Joan has formed deep friendships within the group. In several episodes, viewers have seen her comforting and advising the other women, offering wisdom and support. In many ways, Joan seems to have found a new kind of love on the show, the love of friendship and sisterhood. It's possible that for Joan, these connections may end up being the most meaningful relationships she takes away from Asterisk, the Golden Bachelorette Asterisk experience. Another moment that fueled the Joan will end up alone predictions occurred when one of the front-running men, whom Joan had been building a connection with, expressed doubts about his own readiness for a serious relationship. Instead of trying to convince him otherwise or expressing disappointment, Joan responded with empathy and understanding. She seemed unfazed by the possibility that their budding romance might not lead to a long-term commitment. To many viewers, this was yet another sign that Joan may not be emotionally invested in finding a partner by the end of the show. As the season progresses, fans have taken to social media to share their predictions about Joan's fate. The consensus among a growing number of viewers is that Joan might choose to walk away from the show without a romantic partner, not out of failure but out of self-respect and confidence in her own worth. Some fans have even suggested that Joan's journey is less about finding a man and more about reaffirming her belief in herself.